Hi and welcome to this partner showcase. My name is Bartram. I'm the Director of Product Marketing for our cloud providers at Broadcom. And today I'm joined by Kirill from GigaCloud. Thank you very much for coming today, Kirill.
Hi.
First of all, tell us who you are and a little bit about GigaCloud.
My name is Kirill Naumenko and I'm CTO of biggest Ukrainian cloud provider, GigaCloud. I lead product team, R&D team, and security team. We, as a biggest cloud provider, focus on IaaS infrastructure for our clients. We're an infrastructure partner for them, but we also now transform our business not only for such commodity services, but trying to help resolve all IT issues for our clients.
So moving more into a managed service space.
Of course.
And so GigaCloud is Ukraine and Poland, am I right?
Yes, we have offices in Ukraine and in Poland.
Okay.
We have Polish entity, so we can provide some services to customers in European Union.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not just Ukraine.
Yeah.
But you're the biggest cloud provider in
Ukraine.
Okay.
In Ukraine. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're based there, and we're trying to diversify our businesses. We're trying to expand. From 2017, we have site in Poland, but all these services, all this equipment was for Ukrainian customers who just want to have infrastructure abroad. But after the beginning of the war, we're trying to share our knowledge, our experience to European customers, because we really think that we have competence in some of business continuity solutions.
Yes, I was just about to say. So resilience, cybersecurity, continuity. A lot of things have changed for your business.
I can say that we want to focus on this part of infrastructure, but we need it. We have competence and we have expertise to share it with Europe.
Yeah, so you've built the business from an infrastructure-only business to being a full kind of managed service.
Yeah.
What type of services are you delivering for customers?
It's just classic one, commodity infrastructure as a service, disaster recovery solution, backup solutions. Now also it's GPU architecture and some infrastructure with GPU cards. It's really some commodity things, but we're also trying to add all of these managed services, because we're trying to help our clients not only have tools for disaster recovery, but trying to show them how to do it, manage their backup plans, making some even security audit, also helping with some compliance things, because if we are talking about even sovereignty, if now because of war some Ukrainian clients need to move their sensitive data abroad, and there is also some things that they need some help with compliance. For security reason, yes, they need to do it, but we call it like data embassy, because we as Ukrainian entity, yes, have this site even in Poland or in Germany. So it's like a Ukrainian data embassy for Ukrainian clients. Yeah,
I love it. You're the foreign embassy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, disaster recovery. Obviously, Ukraine's experienced a lot of challenges, and disaster recovery is not an easy thing to do. It seems fairly simple when you look at it at the surface, but when you start getting to the applications and actually working out what applications are critical to business, it requires a lot of planning and consultancy to understand those services and those dependencies. So you mentioned GPU.
Also, yeah.
That's a kind of new area. What services are you looking at there with customers?
GPU card, GPU RAM also become some commodity resources. So if in the past we just calculate all client infrastructure by memory, CPU, and gigabyte of storages, now you just need to add some new options, yes, GPU MEM. So We now work in just GPU infrastructure partner. So we split our physical GPU, yes, and give it through Cloud Director to the clients. We're trying to find some platforms that will help us to give the client some at cost based on it. But we are not developers, as I said. Cloud providers is more maybe engineers, yes, cloud engineers, not developers. So we have access to clients, we have infrastructure, but we need to find this middle of this burger, some platform that give us opportunity to make some oversubscription, of course, yes, it's our money, yes, some really great maybe UI UX design for clients, just one click, everyone want, yes, some simple solution. So we're trying to find, it's 2 years from such a big trend, and only now I see that some players appear on the market. And we have few POC now with different platforms, trying to find which will be the best for our clients. But also we have a big ecosystem of partner.
I was going to say partners play a big role.
And in this case, they also give some products based on our GPU to client, but we trying to find maybe some common product that we can create
and productize.
And give to our clients.
Okay. So from a value proposition, obviously GigaCloud being in Ukraine, but also able to manage the Ukraine data out of Ukraine in a sovereign manner. That's a huge value proposition. If you were to sum up the value proposition of GigaCloud for potential customers?
I can say that now we are focused on some new product like managed protected private cloud. We are trying to add to some traditional, it's not traditional, but for us it's traditional, our product is private cloud, add security services by default. They included in solution. We see that it is a big lack of competence and expertise for security. Some clients just don't know and don't understand how they can begin to
lock down and
protect their infrastructure. They just begin to think about it. So in this case, managed protected private cloud has including services and processes there by default, and they can't use it without it. My thought that client don't need to think about how to protect some services, they just need to install it and set up in this private cloud, and it will be protected by default. I think it's a great thing. We really make a lot of product interview with our clients, and now going on the market with this product. And of course, I think as a Ukrainian-based company, everyone will understand that we have this expertise and competence how to protect your infrastructure even under the fire.
Well, you guys know about that. So this is using VCF and NSX and
based on VCF, of course, but it's also a lot of additional products. Some of these products from Broadcom, some not, but also it's a lot of processes and procedure things. Yes, because everyone knows that when we're talking about security, all your budget that you have will not work if your colleague just type manually some passwords like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it will not work. Yes, it will not help.
So a high investment in automation, but ultimately a private cloud. I mean, private cloud is never going to just be VMware. It's going to be a selection of products that make it work together, and you're providing the productized version of that.
Of course. We also understand that yesterday it was a sovereign day, and we understand that hyperscalers is also near to us. We understand that we maybe can't just directly fight with them. We need to find some cooperation with them. of course, we understand and we're trying to build some hybrid setup with our private cloud. When we understand that something from hyperscalers can be really very useful for clients, even if we're talking about some security things or something like this, we just need to find some way how to combine it and maximize some efficiency for our clients. Yeah. So we have to focus now here, yes, in security things and such hybrid setups that can also help you if we are talking about some business continuity solutions and disaster recovery plan.
Of course, yeah. I think ultimately the sovereign cloud is a hybrid solution because it all depends on the data classification. You know, public data, put in public cloud if you want. Classified data, IP, data that needs security, keep it in air-gapped sovereign cloud. And ultimately, it's a combination of the two.
Yeah, and you need to be prepared to the different cases.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Kirill, thank you very much for coming on today and explaining a little bit about GigaCloud. How would customers get in contact with GigaCloud? What's the best place for them to go?
GigaCloud EU, it's our site. Yes, there is some form where you can reach out to us. Okay. And I think a lot of our managers just even now sit and waiting for this
contact.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Kirill.
Thank you.
Bye.